We were having fun, playing hide and seek. Then a summer storm appeared. Corky got afraid when it started to rain. Then we came upon a house. Should we go inside? Come on and go with us, Lord, who knows where. It's so fun to fly through time in the flying house. Oh, it's great to fly in the flying house. I just won't forget back home again.
Episode 31, A Special Secret.
We will make camp here for the night.
Wouldn't it be wonderful to travel with a caravan sometime?
I've really never thought about it, but it might be more interesting than traveling in a defective flying house.
Grass has a way of looking better in somebody else's backyard. Besides, riding a camel can be painful.
I remember you being afraid of camels.
I'll show you I'm not afraid of camels.
I'm going with him. Wait for Quirky.
This I must see. Wait for Sir!
Sir, wait! Your battery needs to be recharged. Oh.
They're all working so hard. I don't feel like asking about riding right now.
Look at that, Justin. Even the children are busy working.
Welcome, little strangers. How would you like to ride my camel?
We can see you're too busy.
Don't be polite. Be truthful. You just wait right here.
Oh, no.
Come on, Esmeralda. The children want to ride. Don't be stubborn. Come on, do I have to whip you?
It's all right, sir.
Justin, you hurt?
Are you all right? My father's a little drunk, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
That man's your father?
Would you mind giving me some help?
Happy to.
Thanks.
Here.
I'll take him, Father.
Okay, just take it easy.
Uncle, aren't you ashamed of yourself?
It's all right, Diana.
Well, Tobias and Diana, I'm sorry, but these children want to ride a camel.
I know, Father. You just got carried away a little, that's all.
When are you going to stop causing so much trouble?
Sorry.
You're always sorry.
He said he was sorry, Cuz. Take his word for it. Don't be so angry.
I've held my tongue long enough now, Tobias. Uncle, if you keep bringing embarrassment to this family, I'm going to have to do something about it.
Oh, Diana, please don't make matters worse by...
Oh, no.
What is it?
Are you having another attack?
Can we help?
He's having another spell.
I'm very sorry this had to happen, but it was very nice of you children to stay and help the way you did. I want you to know that I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome, but maybe this wouldn't have happened if we hadn't come to your camp.
I'm sorry.
I don't know too much about these things, but it looks to me as though Tobias has epilepsy.
Whatever it is, the doctors can't help. They say he might outgrow it, but it seems to be getting worse. Some say because of his father's drinking, he's possessed.
Diana, are you there?
Oh, dear. I'm coming. Thanks for bringing my uncle. I didn't know where he went.
Cleopas came to apologize for what happened today, but I'm afraid he was too far under the weather. Here we go. If your uncle doesn't straighten up soon, I'm afraid that he, along with you and Tobias, will have to leave the caravan. It's such a pity. Cleopas was one of the greatest leaders we had.
I'm sorry for the trouble he's caused. But I'm determined to do something about it tomorrow.
What an awesome spot to be in.
Really, that's for sure.
Snore. Snore. Ouch.
Where's Angie?
Such info is not in my data bank.
Angela! Angie! Maybe she ran away. I doubt it. Probably just... No! That sun is so... Angie! What's the matter with you? Nothing now. You scared us.
You're scared.
Oh, come on. I'm not that scary. How come you disappeared so early this morning? If you hurry, you can see for yourself. We in trouble of some kind? I haven't done anything. Don't worry. It's nothing you did. Just come up.
Wait for us.
All right, that's it. Now just take your things and go. Leave this caravan.
But I tell you, I'll never do it again. Never.
That's what you said the last time, and the time before that. If you don't keep your promise this time, the leader said he'd throw us all out of the caravan.
He wouldn't.
Don't you understand? We can't take that chance with Tobias getting more spells. If you leave, maybe the devil that's possessing Tobias will also leave.
All right, Diana, I'll leave.
No, Father, please don't go. Please.
No. Diana is right. It's better that I leave.
But you're my father. He's really leaving. Aren't you going to stop him?
Believe me, it's much better for all of us this way, Tobias. Forget him.
There must be a better way to work things out.
I'm sure Cleopas wants to solve this problem as much as you do. If I wanted your counsel, I'd ask for it. I've thought about what I'm doing for many months, and I am determined to go through with it.
You're vicious and mean. I hate you.
Tobias! Wait! Wait!
I guess my father's never coming back.
Diana went a bit too far, if you ask me.
You don't suppose she enjoyed doing what she did, do you? Your father's drinking problem must have been very bad to make your cousin behave the way she did.
Angie, are you suggesting that what Diana did was right?
Only a woman understands how another woman feels, you know.
You putting me down?
This is no time for you to argue.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
I remember when my father was very respectable. People used to look up to him and value every single thing he said.
Really?
Everybody says my father was the best leader of this caravan. The caravan was much bigger in those days, and we carried lots of goods across the desert. But one day, one of the boys came down with some disease. Soon, half the camp was sick. My father was helpless. He could do nothing to stop the angel of death. What caused it was that we passed through a village where there was an epidemic. It wasn't my father's fault, but everybody blamed him anyway and said they didn't want him as their leader. That's when he started drinking, trying to drown his sorrow, I guess. Then things went from bad to worse. He was really a broken man. It was just about that time that I first came down with this strange disease. That's when people began saying I was possessed by some kind of devil and it was all his fault. Actually, it wasn't his fault we went to that diseased village. The scouts should have warned us there was something wrong with the place. My father took the blame himself.
That was very noble of him.
You're right, that was noble of him, and that's why I loved him the way he was. And someday soon, I know he'll become a respected leader of another caravan. I'm going.
Where?
I can't neglect my father the way my cousin has done. He needs help, so I intend to follow him wherever he goes.
But what about your cousin?
I'm afraid my cousin doesn't think about anybody but herself, so I've made up my mind. I'm not going to stay with her anymore.
Oh.
You know, I'm not forcing you guys to come with me. If you've got something more important to do,
It's okay. We'll help you look for your father.
Don't worry about us.
thanks, you're real friends. Now we better hurry before he gets too far ahead of us. Come on. Here, I'll take him. Okay.
Thank you, Tobias.
Nothing.
Come on.
Thanks.
Again. Now together.
This is most peculiar. Help! Please save the robot.
This is no time for swimming, sir.
Just get me out before I rust.
Look, there's my father. We found him.
Great! Hold it. You suppose I'm going to pay you unless you do your work properly?
I'm sorry, Mayriff. It was nice of you to offer me this job, but I'm afraid I don't have the strength.
Just because you can't do it on the first try, you're gonna give up, huh?
I'm not as strong as I was when I was young.
You should be ashamed to call yourself a man and not do your best no matter what. There'll be no dinner for any loafers.
I understand.
That's it.
This is ridiculous. What good is this gonna do? I quit. Oh. Hello, friend.
No, Father, don't!
Huh?
Please.
Son, it's you.
Father, you used to say the cargo we carried belonged to others and shouldn't be touched. But look at what you're doing. I really believed you would change and be again that leader with respect. But look at you now.
Your son was so glad to see that you were working again, Cleopas. He really loves you. But your drinking has broken his heart.
There's no point in staying here. I'm leaving.
Tobias! Tobias!
I'll get him. Tobias!
I'm coming, son. Oh!
Help!
I can't.
Move over, I'll get him. She got him!
Wow, what a woman!
There. I hope you remember that and become a man again. I never would have hired such a rotten excuse for a man if Diana hadn't asked me for this favor. But that's what I get for being so soft-hearted.
Diana? You mean my niece?
Huh? Of course, your niece. She figured if you were on your own for a while, you might sober up, be a man. But she was wasting her breath. You don't deserve a niece like that. So, Diana threw him out for his own good.
Oh, Diana.
I was mistaken about Diana.
Tobias, my son, please forgive me. I was wrong.
Papa.
Oh, Tobias! Tobias!
We'd better help. See if we can find Diana.
Right, let's go!
Don't just stand there. He needs help.
Oh, please, God, help my boy.
That's right. On my way over here, I saw some disciples of Jesus.
Huh? Jesus' disciples? Where are they? Tell me where you saw them. Diana's not here.
Gone?
We must find her. It's important.
Where to?
She went to the mountain. Up there somewhere.
Why in the world would Diana want to go up there?
I've no idea, but if you find her, would you tell her to hurry back? I want to move on first thing in the morning.
Right.
Huh?
Look, the prophet Moses. And the master speaking with Elijah.
Lord, it's wonderful for us to witness this. If you wish, I will make 3 tabernacles, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah.
Oh, yes.
Come on, Angie. Keep on. Look. That's really weird, but beautiful.
Justin, I'm scared. Wait, look.
Huh?
Please, I pray that my uncle may find himself and become a respected leader again.
Hear that? Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, it's you two. We want to apologize for what we said to you before. We didn't understand what you were really doing. Where's Tobias? Is he all right? Ooh! Oh!
This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him.
This is more than I can bear. Oh, Lord.
Rise up. I am with you. Don't be afraid. Come now. I caution you, tell no one of this vision until the Son of Man is raised from the dead.
As you wish. But I don't understand. Why do the scribes say that first Elijah must come?
True, Elijah is to come and see that everything is as it should be. However, I tell you that Elijah has come already, and they did not recognize him, but treated him as they pleased.
Are you speaking of John the Baptist?
I am.
I command you.
What have we here?
Leave this
It
boy
sounds
at
like
once.
Matthew.
Be gone.
And Philip is with him.
Evil spirit,
We command you to leave.
leave. Evil spirit, leave. It's not working. Please, you must drive the evil spirit out. I am willing to give my life for this boy.
We're trying.
We simply do not have the power.
What seems to be the trouble?
Oh, Master.
It's Jesus!
All right.
Is it true? You are the Lord Jesus?
I am he.
Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is an epileptic and he suffers terribly.
And he often falls into the fire or the water.
I fear it is my fault. Perhaps an evil spirit has possessed my son, as some people say, because of my drinking. So I have brought him to your disciples, but they have been unable to cure him.
Tobias! Tobias! Oh, my poor cousin.
Diana, can you find it in your heart to forgive me? I promise I'll change. Neither of you will have to suffer again because of me.
Uncle, I forgive you.
Lord Jesus, am I being too bold to ask for this healing?
O faithless and perverse generation, how am I to bear with you? Know you not that everything is possible to him who believes?
I do believe, but I have some doubts. Please help my unbelief.
Evil spirit, I command you to come out of him and do not enter him again.
Tobias!
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
It's all right. We're all going to live together. Uncle's a changed man.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Ah, happy ending.
Oh, I'm so glad he's
He
better.
seems to be
Thank
full of
God.
pep.
Bye, Tobias!
Bye! Oh, bye-bye!
Bye-bye! Someday you'll have your own caravan. Right! Bye! Bye!
God be with you. Take an entry for ship's log. Caravan leaves much richer for experience. Children happy. Would be happier if Professor would fix flying house so they could return home. Professor says he thinks he has done it. We will see.